Failure at some point in your life is inevitable, but giving up is unforgivable. If I don't run for president, we'll all be okay. Folks, I can tell you I've known 8 presidents, 3 of them intimately. If you need more than 10 rounds to hunt, and some argue they hunt with that many rounds, you shouldn't be hunting. If you can't get the deer in 3 shots, you shouldn't be hunting. You are an embarrassment. The greatest gift is the ability to forget the bad things, and focus on the good. I used to stutter really badly. Everybody thinks it's funny. And it's not funny. It's not. Fighting corruption is not just good governance. It's self-defense. It's patriotism. My father used to have an expression. He'd say, "Joey, a job is about a lot more than a paycheck. It's about your dignity. It's about respect. It's about your place in your community." In Delaware, the largest growth in population is Indian Americans moving from India. You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking. Our future cannot depend on the government alone. The ultimate solutions lie in the attitudes and the actions of the American people. I know I'm not supposed to like muscle cars, but I like muscle cars. When my first semester grades came out, my mom and dad told me I wouldn't be playing football. Corruption is just another form of tyranny. In the good old days, when I was a senator, I was my own man. America doesn't have health insurance. No fundamental social change occurs merely because government acts. It's because civil society, the conscience of a country, begins to rise up and demand change. Life is a matter of really tough choices. For too long in this society, we have celebrated unrestrained individualism over common community. My dad always said, "Champ, the measure of a man is not how often he is knocked down, but how quickly he gets up." The Chinese have figured out that they have a giant environmental problem. Folks in Beijing, some days, literally can't breathe. Over 1 million Chinese die prematurely every year because of air pollution. In the middle of a recession, where we're just climbing out of it, where the economy unemployment is still at 9.7%, the idea of raising taxes and reducing spending is a prescription for disaster. The effects of climate change are real and must be acted on. Foreign policy is like human relations. Only people know less about each other. I have no doubt that Russia will and should remain a major source of energy supplies for Europe and the world. Barack Obama is probably the most exciting candidate that either the Democratic or Republican Party has produced, at least since I've been around. He's fresh, he's new, he's insightful.